This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for December 8th through the 14th of 2024. So our quote for the week says, "Wherever there is dissonance between your value system and your actions, close the gap." We have to become more in alignment with our own value system. Deep breath. Our week kicks off on 12/12, a magical day when we will be getting together. Venus opposed Mars. This is the midpoint in the cycle between the two of them. This energy brings balance and integration of your inner sacred masculine and feminine energies. Your inner sacred masculine is supposed to negotiate on your behalf, get your ideas in the world, and maintain good boundaries, while your inner sacred feminine is a guiding force that creates space to contain and nurture life, as well as your creative babies. Because it is in opposition, it's time to check in with your soul self to make sure that you're not swinging between extremes or trying to force issues rather than being open and receptive and going with the flow. Of course, Venus and Mars bring relationships into the light, forcing issues of balance and integration within your relationships as well. Remember, as you change, others must change or go away. As you integrate more balance within, maintaining balance with others becomes almost effortless. Also, if sexuality is an aspect of your relationship, then that too will undergo a balancing/rebalancing of sorts with this particular activation. Rather than projecting onto one another, ask yourself some questions regarding your deepest desires and your true values. What is closest to your heart and fires you up from within with no props, people, or payments necessary? Deep breath. To be motivated from within. Now 12/12 and 12/13, we're getting together. 12/12 is the monthly Venus circle. We are down to the sacral chakra. We hit the root and we start moving into the new cycle. This 12/12 call is for our January activation. We had to do it early because of the holidays, but it's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's a conference call, not a Zoom. And with the $25, you get your tools and the replay and activations and all the goodies that go with that. Then the very next day is Friday, the 13th, which is a magical day. We are doing the full moon, Gemini full moon mojo with Yeye Louise Satish and her Patreon community. This one she offers to her Tier 2 Patreon members that contribute $25 a month or more. And that will be also at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Friday, December 13th. Then the same day, Mercury does something kind of special. You know how normally with a Mercury retrograde you get 3 hits, but in this one it was just 2. One while it's retrograde now, December 13th, and one in January 19th, 2025. So we're going to get a hit right before she goes into her next process as well. So it's like Mercury's going into a process and then Venus is going into a process, and both of them are personal for us as individuals. This is a great opportunity to beautify your ideas, improve or deepen them so that they are expressing more of your unique authenticity. Communication and relationships usually goes well under this influence. This energy also turns your thoughts and ideas toward how you feel and what inspires you with love and beauty. This is a great time to be particularly creative or do something that activates your own inner artist. It is best to keep it light and let go of your mundane burdens just for a time. Pleasure, reading, a walk on the beach, or a play or a museum are all good things to do at some point during this week if possible. And if anything else comes up regarding the retrograde, maybe you're reviewing what you're interested in, what you consider beautiful and aesthetics, and what's comfortable energetically around you now. So again, we're rethinking with Mercury, we're recalibrating our choices and actions, our desires and who we are and what we want, which is your desires and your identity, are basically getting rewired with Mars. And then comes spring, well, late winter, early spring, Venus is going to linger on the Pisces Aries cusp and reset things to the tune of 8 years. It hasn't been there since 2017. So those of you who live with the Pisces Aries cusp, that was the last time she leaned on you to upgrade your values and priorities. So we're going to go into that again. So some of you that have gotten your readings with me, you know I care about the order. So we have to change our mind, then we have to change our choices and actions, and then we can change what we contain, nurture, and protect going forward. So there is an order to the evolution going on. Now, what I will say is that last week was super packed energetically, and we're probably still reeling and processing those activations. So I'm very grateful that this week is short and sweet. And I think next week will be too, and then the last week of December. It seemed to be the first week and last week of December that were really energetically packed. So I'm leaving a lot of the replays in here for you to refer to because this is the time to do it. Mercury retrograding through Sag on the 2024 side, but we also looked at what's happening in 2025 for that. So that'll be at the bottom of the blog, along with the energetic support carrying us to winter solstice, Sag articles of the month, the year ahead reading, owl medicine. Like I said, there's really important Mercury retrograde activations and Mars retrograde activations that are pertinent right now. And then later in the beginning of the new year, I will put out a little call for the Venus activations to let you know it's time for them. Power Circle subscription is to get your own personal activations monthly and a bunch of bonus tools and 10% off Kelly offerings. And it's a good way to support the site in a very inexpensive way. Astro Tarot reading is a great time to check in with your cycles right now, going into the new year. This is when we do a lot of readings. So I would ask for your patience as you place your orders to give me time to do them in between holidays and setting up the new year, because I do try to do a lot ahead of time when I can. The affiliate program, of course, is a little kickback for sharing my links, which I deeply appreciate. And at the bottom of the blog is my invitation video to those who are new to the community. You might want to check that out. So thank you all for being part of my community. Thank you for listening. I hope you can join us at some of these live events when and where you can. Reach out directly when you need to. And have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.